What's going on YouTube? Welcome to the King Sense channel. I am Mr. King Sense, and we believe that fragrances are not just another hobby, but their lifestyle. We got 3 goals: be your best, look your best, and of course, smell your best. Now, if that's something that has your attention, show your support by hitting that like button, leaving a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Come and be a part of the family. We would love to have you. I hope everybody had a blessed week, a blessed weekend, and I wish you many more. Now, let's get on to the feature presentation. All right, so today, guys, I have a special treat for you. We are doing a versus video, and the 2 contenders for this battle from the House of Parfums de Marly. First up is Layton. All right, we have Layton. And going head to head with Parfums de Marly Layton, we have the infamous Amber Oud Exclusif Bleu. All right, Amber Oud Exclusif Bleu. All right, so some of you may have heard of these fragrances. Some of you may not have heard of these fragrances. All right, but after this video, you will know what these 2 fragrances are pretty much about. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the juice. All right, so before we actually get to breaking these 2 fragrances down, all right, talking about the similarities, the differences and whatnot, I want to give you the official note breakdown, but I'm only going to do it for Layton. As some of you may know, there is some controversy behind the Amber Oud Exclusif Bleu being advertised as our hair main fragrance. So with the notes that's listed online for that one, guys, I don't know if it's 100% accurate. So for that purpose alone, we're just going to cover the notes for Layton, all right? Since both of them pretty much are the same. All right, so at the top, we have apple, lavender, bergamot, mandarin orange, all right? At the heart, we have geranium, violet, and jasmine. And then at the base, we have vanilla, cardamom, sandalwood, pepper, patchouli, and gaiac wood. All right, so now that we have the official note list, let's get ready to rumble, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a spray. Again, some people are not familiar with these 2 fragrances, all right? So we'll talk about the opening of each one, and then we'll do our comparison and our contrast, all right? So this is absolutely a masterpiece in my humble opinion. I mean, man, just such a beautiful concoction. Absolutely one of the greatest fragrances in my collection, without a shadow of a doubt, guys. If you've never smelled Layton, now's your chance. Just stay tuned to the end of the video. So, for those who never smelled Layton, Layton starts off with this big rush of spices and citrus notes, okay? You get this beautiful sweet apple accord. Also, you get this soft, powdery lavender / creamy vanilla combination. And man, it's to die for, man. And then last but not least, you get both woods and florals combined. And I think that is what really helps to just add to the well-roundness of this fragrance. Guys, and it's just so beautiful, man. You gotta get your nose on Layton ASAP. All right, so now I'm gonna give you guys a spray of the Amber Oud Exclusif Bleu. And if you didn't pay attention to the atomizers of both of these fragrances, rewind the video back a few minutes and you'll see what I'm talking about when I say these clone houses are getting absolutely disrespectful. I mean, even the atomizers are just about on par with each other, man. Incredible. Oh, man. Incredible. So to my nose, Exclusif Bleu opens up a bit more citrusy and fruity versus the Layton being more spicy and citrusy, if that makes sense. So there is a slight difference upon the initial spray, all right, the initial opening. They are becoming incredibly indistinguishable. You got that beautiful, juicy, sweet apple. You got that fresh, citrusy mandarin. You got the powdery vanilla. You got woods, florals. This thing is loaded and it wants all the smoke with Layton. So when we're talking about the opening of each one, okay, I have Layton in my right hand. The Layton on the initial spray in the opening is a bit more smoother than what the Amber Oud Exclusif Bleu is. Exclusif Bleu comes off a little bit more rough edged, a little bit more harsh, but still beautiful. It still has that elegant quality and feel to it. It's just not quite as smooth as the Layton. Now that could be based on the high concentration of oils. I don't know, I can't tell you that much. I am not a perfumer, but what I can say is I do notice a slight difference upon the opening, okay? So as far as the initial opening and spray is concerned, Layton will take the lead in that one, all right? So that's one for Layton. But guys, I cannot tell the difference between the two, man. This is disrespectful. It's disrespectful, guys, on all levels. So that brings me to the next category, which is which one of these projects the loudest, all right? And that's a no-brainer for me. I'm going to say Amber Oud Exclusif Bleu. It pushes off just a little bit more. Now, don't get me wrong. My Layton is a room filler, but to help you to understand a little bit better what Exclusif Bleu is doing, this one is a room filler plus the hallway, if that makes sense, guys. So I have to give the slight edge to Amber Oud Exclusif Bleu in that department. So that's one each, okay? Now let's talk about the overall scent profile. How close are these two fragrances, okay? So again, in the initial opening, there will be a slight difference, but not enough for me to detect. No one will know the difference if you walk past somebody and you have on Exclusif Bleu. If they tell you they can detect the difference, you send them to me, all right? Tell them Mr. King said he wants smoke, all right? But when we're talking about how close these two are, I'm gonna say Exclusif Bleu is probably like 98, 99% the same. I mean, it's, again, it just speaks volumes when we're talking about the clones, these clone houses, guys, and just some of the quality that they're able to come up with, man. We're talking about a $200 fragrance, and I believe Exclusif Bleu may be going for around 60 to 70 bucks. So, guys, I mean, we're talking about less than half, and they're giving you superb quality. I mean, what more could you ask for, man? These both are the same, man. I cannot tell the difference. I can't tell the difference, guys. All right, so let's talk about the performance of each fragrance, okay? Layton starts off with some very strong projection for the first 3 to 4 hours, with an additional 7 to 8 hours sitting closer to the skin, but yet it's still detectable. Now, when it comes to Exclusif Bleu, you're going to get strong projection for 4 to 6 hours, and then sits closer to the skin for an additional 8 hours or so. All right, so we're talking 10 plus hours on each one, but you're going to get a tad bit more when it comes to Exclusif Bleu. I mean, they just have the higher concentrated oils in here that gives it just a little bit more power, okay? But again, Layton is no slouch. I don't know about you, but I'm not looking to have a fragrance last me for 24 hours. So when it comes to that, I mean, Layton is enough, don't get me wrong. But if you are looking for, if you guys are out there pulling double shifts or what have you, Exclusif Bleu will have you covered, okay? So when it comes to the performance department, I'm going to give that slight edge to Exclusif Bleu, all right? All right, so the next question some of you may have is, well, Mr. King Sense, which one of these do I invest in? All right. So my answer for you is going to be, what can you afford? All right. And I'm not trying to be funny. I am being serious. Guys, I tell people all the time, bank accounts and wallets make the decisions. Okay. So what does your budget look like? Okay. Do you have $200 to spend on a fragrance? Or are you somebody who says, no way, I don't do clones. I don't trust the oils, or whatever rhyme or reason you may have behind that, then you would want to invest in Parfums de Marly Layton, okay? But if you are a person who says, well, I may have the $200, but Mr. King says, man, I'm not throwing away $200 on a fragrance. Well, for you, my friend, I'm going to say you need to get Bleu, okay? I mean, it's going to have you smelling identical to Layton. It's going to give you strong performance. It will garner you compliments. And this is such an amazing scent profile. I mean, Layton by itself is probably in the top 3, my favorite from the House of Parfums de Marly, okay? We'll probably have to do a video in the future talking about my favorite from the House of Parfums de Marly. But guys, I really feel like this won't let you down, okay? And then last but not least, I'll say this. If you have Layton, right, such as I do, and you really don't want to run short on your Layton juice too soon, right? Well, you can do as I do and save your Layton for date night, special occasions, or what have you. And then you can use Amber Oud Exclusif Bleu as a daily driver, okay? Not wearing it every day, of course, which I hope you guys are not wearing the same fragrance every day. But what I'm saying is you can use this on a more day-to-day basis instead of wearing your Parfums de Marly Layton, okay? Because this will cost you a pretty penny. So who wins the verses? Man, guys, I'm going to say, man, this is probably neck and neck. I'm going to go ahead and give it a draw. I don't believe there's a winner here today. That just lets you know that they knocked this completely out of the park when we're talking about cloning this fragrance, man. They knocked it completely out of the park. Guys, I can't even call a winner. I cannot call a winner, man. So that has to speak volumes to you. All right. So if you have either of these fragrances or both, let us know down below what's your thoughts and opinions on Layton and the clone. Drop some comments down below. Let's talk about it. And until the next time, be blessed, be safe, and Mr. King Sense is out.